Hey turtle nerds, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be introducing you to a new little friend that I got about 2 or 3 weeks ago at a reptile show. So this is a really interesting new species. I really haven't worked with anything but terrapins for the last maybe 2 years now. So I kind of wanted to branch off and get this little fella. So I went to the Lakeland reptile show in Florida, and he was just kind of sitting in his own little tub with some others. And I was debating back and forth whether to get this little fella. So I actually left the expo and ran back inside to go pick him up. But in case you guys don't know, this is a North American spotted turtle. And these little guys are actually endangered, and they're a really, really cool, interesting species that I've always wanted to work with. And so I'm really excited to have this little fella with me. And his name is Jelly, and he's just sitting there, hopefully eating. But as you can tell, their demeanor is completely different compared to something like these fellas, who keep begging and will eat anything that's put in front of them. And that's not just because these guys are a lot bigger. I mean, even when they were that big, they would be begging against the side of the tank. And as soon as I would put them down in something like this, they would go nuts for all of these pellets. But as you can see, little Jelly just likes to take his time, and they're really very wary of people, I should say. So I usually leave him alone when he's eating. Just now I'm filming, so he's not eating as much. However, he does eat really well once I walk away, and I can kind of come and check on him every once in a while and see him eating more and more pellets. But right now he's just a little shook up because, I just pulled him out of his tub in order to eat, which is what I do normally for him to eat, and that way he doesn't lose any pellets in his enclosure. I also do this so he does not dirty up his enclosure, because all I have in it is one little filter. So here is his little tub, and honestly, this is literally just a drawer. This is what I mean when I say that you don't need aquariums, or you don't need anything fancy, or waterland tubs or whatever. All you really need is just something that holds water. As far as the care for these guys, they are completely different than something like a terrapin. And that's because diamondback terrapins, even when they're relatively young, at like that age, they're very good swimmers, and I could probably fill this tub up probably 3 times as much as where it's at now. So some different things are, this species does not have webbed feet. These guys have completely webbed feet, as you can see. Come here, little bean, give me your foot. See their feet, their flippers. See those big back legs, perfect for swimming. And these guys don't have that. They instead just have, as you can see, their little feet and little toes, but they're not really webbed because they're not specialized for swimming. And sure, they can swim to a degree, but they cannot do it with as much ease as most other aquatic species. So these guys like kind of shallower water, or if you do like I did here, provide them plenty of areas to grab and kind of climb up and come to the surface. That way they don't have to put all their energy into swimming straight up to the surface. So the water level is actually a little high right now. Normally, you only want maybe 1 inch or 2 of water, and that is because these guys, like I said, are not very strong swimmers. They really don't like that much water. They like maybe 1 inch or 2 of water, and also an important thing is that they like certain water quality. They like it at a lower pH, which is also known as softer water, and they like tannins. And tannins are what you can see coming off of that leaf there. See how it's kind of all orange and it's almost like a tea color when compared to the fresh water in there. And that is because these leaves release tannins. They also provide nice little hiding areas. and they lower the pH of the water. And if you don't have the pH right, these little guys can have a lot of issues. A main issue that people have with them is that they get like a fungus or something, and that's really no good for them. As you can see, I have some little guppies in there just to keep him company and for him to get a snack every once in a while. They are also good for cleaning up any leftover poop or debris or uneaten food that I decide to put in here. And after just a couple minutes of being left alone, as you can see, he's off, little Jelly's off eating. And now he's stopped because I interrupted him. But this just kind of goes to show you what a kind of solitary species that this is. They really like to keep to themselves. They don't really like interacting with people, but I do pull him out every day in order to eat and get his fair share of pellets, just so that way I am sure that he's eating and getting a nice mouthful of food every day. Another fun benefit of feeding in a separate tub is that every day, like clockwork, as soon as he eats, he leaves me one nice little healthy poop. Please don't eat it. Please don't eat it. Okay. So he leaves me one nice little poop, which is good because that means that it's not in his enclosure. And that way I can just take it and dump it out. So as far as what these guys eat, they are omnivores. So they are going to eat, for now, I'm just feeding this hatchling formula, a nice amount of protein, nice and small for him to eat. I feed that. You can feed ground up chicken, turkey, greens, worms, crickets, fish, shrimp, all that kind of fun stuff, all of the normal goodies. They'll pretty much readily accept anything. He's probably just about filled up now though, so I'm probably gonna move him back to his enclosure. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell thingy so that way you don't miss any more of my videos. And you get to see little Jelly and Bean and Pancake and the new boy on all their fun little adventures. And I will see you guys in the next video.